is lame and absurd, but you spit. You need to sit back and observe. Certified pimp, so fly. Oh yes he is. I mean that boy does the shit. So messy is. Fresh to death. Ain't nobody fresh as he is. They can't compare. Won't get next to him because he's so fly. I mean the boy's so clean. From his white tee home down to those jeans. You see the ice in the pink.
All right. What's good, everybody? It's your man's Ken Jackson. This is the Ken Jackson Experience coming to you tonight from Fort Pierce, Florida. And just got my rig set up. And I am, I guess you could call this like a mobile stream because I'm not in the studio. I'm actually somewhere in the truck out here in South Florida tonight. And hey, it is what it is. Like I said, we're going to be broadcasting from wherever, using whatever we got at the time that we need to. All right, so let's see. This isn't a regular show tonight, by the way. Just testing out some pieces that I hadn't used before. Excuse me, but the phone line is open, so if you want to call in, feel free to. In fact, I better mute the phone line because I don't want any unwanted noise coming through while I'm talking, so don't want to be disturbed like that. So anyway, how's everybody? We're here in the new year, 2023. I'm glad we all made it. If you're watching this, you definitely made it. I know I made it. Honestly, I can't say that I expected to be here. With the way people have been dropping, wow, I just peaked really, really bad. But with the way people have been dropping these past year, I was really wondering if I was going to make it, tell you the truth. But I did. I purposely waited for a couple of weeks to go by because I wanted to, I really wanted to see how the year was going to kick off. Wanted to see if there were going to be any real changes trying to take effect, so forth and so on. But guess what? Nope. Everything is the same as last year, except here. Crazy Baby TV is not the same. What we're doing is definitely different from last year. We are going to be so busy this new year. Got so much going on, so much that I want to accomplish in the new year. And hopefully you'll join me and stick with me on this journey. We need to spend this year putting in a lot of work to make this network bigger, stronger, more relevant. We definitely need to raise some funds, but I want to do that without selling products. And the way that I want to do that without selling products is basically just have y'all donate to the cause. You can go to the website, www.crazybabytv.com. There's a donate button at the top and at the bottom of the homepage. Actually, it's on all of the pages. So you can just donate whatever you feel like my blabbermouth is worth whenever you tune in to watch. We're going to have a lot of different topics to talk about. Probably a lot of topics that we've been talking about privately and among friends anyway. But we're just going to bring them to air. And And don't get me wrong, I'm not claiming that we're going to have anything so different and unique that you probably haven't heard before, but we will definitely offer a different perspective on a lot of things. You might be quite surprised on how I feel about a lot of things, because I know some of you have asked me, uh, but I really haven't expressed my true feelings about a lot of things that go on. I comment on a lot of things, but it's mainly just to spark reaction. But through the show here, through the Ken Jackson experience, we're talking about my experience, hence the name. So I'm going to be very truthful and honest with y'all in these upcoming conversations. I'm going to let you know exactly how I feel about different subjects, different topics. I'm very opinionated, as some of you may or may not know. I got some strong opinions on a lot of things. But understand, that's all they are, is my opinions. Everybody has one. So don't get mad. Don't get offended. I'm not trying to offend anybody here. But if you do get offended, please understand I don't care, because I'm speaking my mind and my truth, and I expect you to do the same. So don't ever let what you might think people may think of you keep you from speaking your mind. And I'm not even stressing being tactful about it. Say what's on your mind and let it come out the way you mean it to come out. Don't sugarcoat anything. I think that's the problem with a lot of the world today, is that uh, we're trying to sugarcoat everything. Everything is about being politically correct. And you can't say that because somebody might get their feelings hurt. Blah, 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 blah. Life doesn't give a fuck about your feelings. And I'm not saying I do or don't give a fuck about your feelings, because those are your feelings. And how you feel is something that you have to deal with, not me. I only have to worry about how I feel about things. And if somebody says something that may be offensive to me or might hurt my little feelings, guess what? That's my problem that I got to deal with. Only I'm in control of how I feel about things. Only I'm in control about how I respond to things, and vice versa. How you respond to what other people say or do is completely up to you. And it's up to nobody else to tell you how you should respond to anything. So please don't tell me, all right? Because I won't tell you how to respond to anything. I just want you to be real. Let it out, you know? Especially if it's in regards to me. I don't take things personally. I don't hold grudges. I try not to have enemies. I don't think I have any real enemies. But there may be somebody out there that really hates my ass. If that's the case, I'm sorry. Whatever it is that I did that pissed you off, hey, it's done. I can't take it back. So excuse me, all I can say is better to be pissed off than pissed on. Straight up. And that's my honest opinion. Anyway, hopefully everybody's feeling well and healthy. I'm just trying to grow old gracefully. I'm not that old. I'm only 57, but I feel old because I've done a lot in my short life. And if I'm being honest, I know I got a whole lot more yesterdays than I have tomorrows. So I'm not pessimistic about it. I'm actually optimistic about my future. I got a lot of stuff that I want to do before I leave this world, and hopefully I can get it done. Hopefully you'll watch me and listen to me as I get it done. But in any case, I'm just going to keep on marching forward. That's all we can do, right? That's all we can do. So anyway, there's a lot going on in this crazy world, as always. Just had another mass shooting out in California. I hear he was a 70-something-year-old Asian man, and they don't really know what set him off, or at least not yet. I haven't heard if he left any notes or if he spoke to anybody prior to him shooting up the dance hall, but obviously something crawled up the old man's ass and really ticked him off. And it's a shame. It really is a shame. It's too easy for people to choose the violent way out, when something's bothering them, and I really hate when it happens like that, and they involve other people in their bullshit. One thing I'm a big advocate of is keep your bullshit to yourself. You know what I mean? And that doesn't mean don't ask for help. Quite the contrary. If you're troubled, if you're having troubles and you feel like you need some help, by all means, get somebody to talk to. Find somebody that you can vent to without popping off, without going to grab a gun or a knife and killing people, because that's just ridiculous. These people weren't ready to go. They weren't ready to leave here, as far as I know. And who the fuck are you to take somebody else's life? You know what I'm saying? I mean, look, I don't advocate suicide, but at the same time, I'm not against it either. And let me explain that. Humans are very, very selfish. We are a selfish creature. And one of the things that we do that I think is horrible is that we impose our will on others as if they want some of what we got. And that goes for religion, it goes for politics, it goes for relationships, just about everything that people do. For somehow or another, some other person is trying to impose their will and their ideas on somebody else. And that's fucked up. That's wrong. Now, I always felt that if what you're doing is so great and so awesome, then do you. Live your life. And let people see how well you're living and how good you're living. Because then, hey, if they want some of that, they're going to come ask you, yo, how can I get some? And then share your thoughts and ideas on how they should be living. You know what I'm saying? But we don't do that. We don't do that. We push ourselves off on everything and everybody around us. We even make laws to force people to act a certain way, to be a certain way. And I think that's wrong. I think everybody should be free to be whoever they want to be, however they want to be, as long as it doesn't impede someone else from being who they want to be or living how they want to live. You know what I'm saying? Don't be out here robbing and stealing, and destroying other people's properties. Just live your life. You know what I'm saying? Do what you got to do. Get your ass up, go to work every day, earn some money, buy the things that you want, live the lifestyle that you want to live. But don't try to force anybody else to live the way you want to or the way that you think. somebody else ought to be. That's just fucked up. I was speaking not too long ago about an issue that came up where there was a restaurant or somewhere. I can't even remember exactly where it was, but people were protesting, talking about, hey, they don't want black people in there. So we gonna protest. We gonna stand out here and we gonna block the door so nobody else can get in. And we gonna be out here every day screaming, and keeping people out until they shut down. I just wish I could have been out there to telling people, take your funky asses home, mind your funky ass business, and let these people do what the fuck they want to do with their business. If they don't want black people in there, then guess what, black people? Don't go there. You follow what I'm saying? I got no problem with that. I got no problem with any establishment that says, hey, we don't like your kind and we don't serve your kind. Okay, fine. I won't come back here anymore. You'll never see my black ass again. You won't get a penny from me because there's somewhere else that I can go that's probably actually better than this place. So I'm going to go to the other place. I'm going to go to wherever I'm welcome. And where I'm not welcomed, I'm going to stay away from. And black folks, we can do the same goddamn thing. We can open up our own establishments and we can cater to our own people, just like the Jews do, just like Muslims do, just like Christians do, just like white folks do, just like Chinese folks do, just like Indian folks do, just like anybody else. Yo, if you wanna hang with only a certain group of people, you are free to do so. As far as I'm concerned, I don't need to hang with you, and I don't need the government to force you to let me hang with you. I really don't. I was so perturbed when Jada and Will Smith boycotted the Oscars. Man, fuck them Oscars. We have enough black folks in the entertainment industry to create our own fucking award. Let's call it the fucking Leroy. You know what I'm saying? And let's give Leroy's out to all our best actors and actresses and engineers and producers and directors and best films and best plays and best songs. We don't have to be a part of the status quo. We have enough professionals pretty much in all industries to just do us. Wakanda forever. You follow what I'm saying? We can do that. But no, black folks are the most untogether group of people on the planet. I got no problem with Jews. If everybody that practices Judaism wants to stick together and do all they can for other people to practice Judaism, more power to them. I ain't mad that most of the people controlling the entertainment industries and the banking industries and all the other industries are Jewish. Yo, I call them very smart. They made investments where they needed to make those investments, and now they control, large segments of several industries. And hey, they take care of their people. I ain't mad about that. I feel like nobody's under any obligation to do anything for anybody else. Really. If you go into Chinatown, you're going to see all Chinese-owned businesses. Not all, maybe mostly Chinese-owned businesses. And you're going to see mostly Chinese people working in those businesses. I'm not mad at that. You go up to, if you go to New York City, you got areas. New York City is very segregated. In case a lot of you didn't know. Yeah, sure, you can travel all around New York City. You can live in any parts of New York City. You can work in any parts of New York City. But when you really, really sit back and pay attention, you'll find out New York City is probably one of the most segregated places in America. It really is. And it's never been a problem. Me growing up in Jersey, we were so segregated in Jersey, but we had white friends, Italian friends, Polish friends, Irish friends, Black Indians, Puerto Ricans, people of all ethnic backgrounds. We all worked and played together. And for the most part, we had our own neighborhoods. But it wasn't a problem. We didn't hate each other. We tended to gather with people who were like us, who looked like us. It wasn't on any hatred type thing. It really wasn't. It was just cultural ties. And we went about our daily activities, as anybody else would. We got up, we went to work, we went out to eat sometimes, we went to amusement parks and this, that, or the other, but we mostly stuck together with people who looked like us or people who had cultural similarities. And I have no problem, with people wanting to stick with people of their own kind. Now, there's some of you out there that say, hey, we're all people, we're all human beings. That's true. That's very true. But we all don't have the same cultural identity. We don't have the same social structures. So we tend to gravitate toward people that we can relate to. And there's nothing wrong with that. And again, if a business says, hey, we don't want black folks coming in here, fine. It's their loss. It's no loss to black folks. Oh, I can't go eat at this particular restaurant, so my whole life is ruined? Not at all. Not at fucking all. So keep in mind, there's a lot of things that you can't legislate feelings. You can't legislate. You can't. Look, they can make laws for anything they want, but you can't force people into a big old melting pot and expect them all to get along. It's just not going to work. Even when it's all people of our own kind, especially black folks, you get a bunch of niggas together and it's about to be some violence for some reason. I don't know why. We just can't get along together. But we need to do better, black people. We need to do better. Nothing's going to change until we change it. Ain't nobody coming to rescue us. Ain't nobody coming to set us straight. We have to be the ones to do it. I heard a very, very interesting quote a week ago from a Jewish man. And he said black people should be more like Jews. And I understood exactly what he was saying. Black people should pool their money, invest in businesses, invest in real estate, invest in infrastructure within our communities, and make sure that if one of us makes money, 5 of us makes money. And spread the wealth. Pay it forward, pay it sideways, pay it backwards. That's what we need to do to rescue ourselves from a bad situation, to save our communities. We need to come together because nobody's going to do it for us. every different race is like a football team, and they're trying to make a touchdown for their team. They're not hoping that we're going to come over there and join their team, and play for them. Nah, it's not how it works. So we got to play for us. And that doesn't mean we got to hate white people, because white people ain't bad. That doesn't mean we got to hate Latin people, because Latin people ain't bad. That doesn't mean we got to hate Jews, Christians, and Muslims, because Jews, Christians, and Muslims ain't bad. We're just different cultures and different belief systems. That's all. And we all want the same things. We want peace. We want prosperity for ourselves and those that we love. So, in order for us black folks to start getting ahead, we got to start acting like Jews. We got to start acting like the Chinese. We got to start acting like the Latinos. Stick together, spend money in our community, for us, by us, with us, and go the extra mile to make sure that 5 others come up with us. And once we plant that seed of prosperity, our garden will grow. But once the garden starts growing, we have to take care of it. We have to water it. We have to weed and feed it. That means we got to get the knuckleheads up out the neighborhoods that are fucking up the neighborhood. You know who I'm talking about. The gangbangers, the dope dealers, the pimps, and the pushers. They got to go. Why are we protecting these motherfuckers? Why? They got to go. They are no good for the community. They got to go. Invite the police in to run these motherfuckers out. Plain and simple. Police got a hard job to do. They really do. And they don't always get it right. In fact, they get it wrong a lot of the times. But guess what? So do we as a community. We've been fucking up ever since we got free. And I know there's some of you activists out there going to be talking about, oh, man, we ain't free yet. America hates us, this, that. Fuck all that. We hate ourselves. America don't give a fuck about us or nobody else. America's America. And this is the only home we know. Doesn't matter how our people got here. We're here. So we need to make home. We need to take control of our destinies. We need to start doing what we need to do to save our own lives. I'm out. I'm your man's Ken Jackson. I just been babbling tonight, but it was fun because I just wanted to test this gear out. And Sunday night, 5 p.m. or Sunday afternoon or early evening or whatever you want to call it, be there. YouTube, Crazy Baby TV World. Subscribe to the channel. Like the videos. Help out my algorithm. You don't have to buy a thing. I'm not asking for a penny from none of y'all unless you want to donate, and you can do that at my website, www.crazybabytv.com. All right? See y'all Sunday, y'all. Everybody have a good night. I am out. Peace.